I left alone. My mind was blank. I needed time.
Heavy metal, a loud and aggressive popular music. An offshoot of traditional blues-based rock and roll, heavy metal musicians took the instrumentation and structures of rock and roll to a rhythmic and technical extreme, employing distorted guitars and super fast drumming. Heavy metal music emerged during the late 1960s and early 1970s, with bands like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Led Zeppelin as forerunners in heavy metal, taking blues rock to new heights in technicality and volume. Bands like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest stripped heavy metal of its blues influence. The lyrics have explored darker and more philosophical themes than most of rock's offshoots. As metal continued to evolve, great new bands and subgenres emerged. Not all bands are the same. Some bands are different. Bands like As you're about to see, MadParish is special and don't always get along like you see now.
James fucking Dio hit.
That's not really true, no.
Sure looks like it.
It's not. I'm singing those notes.
Okay, I'll do my best to prove my fill for you.
Well, can you just do the exact fill in the record? No?
I'll do my best. I've already did my best. So.
Okay, but let me ask you why it's not exactly like the way it is.
Because I'm not a fucking goddamn perfect human being. That's why.
Alright, let's just start the set.
Let's start the set, right?
There. Yeah, there
Rock
you
and
go.
roll.
We're here to play.
Whatever seems entertaining.
You want to put this in the front?
We generally play over here, but feel free to move around.
I'm not Cozy Powell.
What?
Sorry, I'm not Cozy Powell.
Not fucking.
Back to the set. Darkness.
Darkness.
This is what I'm doing in the second part. Because I'm gradually, every time I do a punch, I gradually open up the ride. I gradually open up. Then, when it's the second part of the chorus, I crash the ride. And for you, you're like, oh dude, I want it louder. But this fucking ride's loud. When I crash it in the second part of the chorus, it does the same exact effect that you're trying to create with the crash. But you're just not getting it because, I don't know, you want me to do something different all of a sudden.
Well, like if I'm not getting it, does that mean that it's not effective? Like,
Does anybody else have a problem with what I'm playing in the...
I'm okay,
Bobby G.
Are you cool with that?
Bobby G.
Are you cool with that?
Give it Bobby
Max,
G.
are you cool with what I'm playing?
Alright.
Mart? Okay, can we move on and go through the
Okay,
jam?
no, we can't. Because you know what, though, dude? You're like feeling like I'm attacking you every time. I'm just talking about, like, is there a way to improve it? Like, it's like just making it bigger or
There's
something?
nothing to improve. We recorded it that way. That's the way the song is.
So what?
Okay, You want to play drums tonight? Is that you want to?
I want you to play drums. And
I am
open to
playing
ideas.
drums. I am playing drums. I'm trying to get
I
through the
can't bring
fucking
up one
jam.
fucking idea to you.
Why do you have to pick at me tonight?
I'm not-
Out of all fucking nights.
Consideration for
Oh,
Out
because
of
of
all
this shit?
Yeah, exactly. Because of this shit.
Okay, all right. Another jam then.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's just move on.
Like, dude, like I'm just saying, you know, it's like
Whatever.
there's not a way
Whatever.
to.
I'm gonna nitpick about your shit.
I
pretty soon.
fucking cannot wait to see this footage after. I cannot wait to see this footage so you can see how you fucking act. Thank you. Let's go.
Right.
Okay. It was misunderstood.
No, I'm
We
pretty
said
sure I
we
just
were gonna end with Dust, right? But then these are the encores, correct?
I don't know.
That was
I like half an hour ago I wrote down what I was told and that was this.
No, I know, but I'm
I
just
have it
saying.
here. I even have it because I even didn't hear it.
No, I know. I just think you misunderstood. what we
My
said. We're-
OCD doesn't allow me to misunderstand this
What?
situation. Sorry.
What?
My OCD. I wrote it down
No,
twice.
I
I'm
know.
sure I understood.
No. I just think when we said we're ending with Dust,
Yeah.
you thought that was the end, but and we did.
Okay, so what's the deal then?
So Dust is now, and then Double and
keep
MadParish.
double ganger
So Dust is now,
Yeah.
and then Double Mad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 10 things that can happen where it's not even gonna happen. I'll try, but like if you're in the way and I go to sing the part, well then I'm fucked, right? Okay.
I'll make sure.
No, your thing is this.
Yeah. We've done this before. I already know the harmony. We did this like 4 months ago. I know what it is.
Finish the set.
Do we want to try?
Just
No,
do
but
it.
actually try it. Like no.
Can we try it when we play it again? The second set?
Okay. Why are we trying to just get rid of this set so fast? Is it like just thinking like you just. Well, no, but I'm just saying like. If we're
It just
practicing
kills it every time when after between every song we stop for like 10 minutes like, oh, let's nitpick on this. Like,
Yeah, but it's-
I really find it nitpicking. At this point, I would like to get through the set. That's what I'd like to do right now.
Okay, I mean. Yeah.
And next time I play it, I will apply it and I will sing. I know the thing.
That's not the gayest fucking thing I've ever
Really?
done.
Try one more time. Let's, guys. What do you think?
No, we're not trying one more time.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's fucking gay.
Why do you think it's gay?
There's
I don't
no
think it's
fucking
gay.
point for it at all. It's just extra accents when there's
Yeah,
no other
it's-
accents.
Well, there's-
It's like, hey, look at me, I'm crashing the fucking crash like a bunch of times in a row because it's cool.
No, it's because you're layering apart because it's the second time in the chorus, and it's like shifting gears in the drums, kind of. You're layering.
Oh, is it? Is that what that is?
That's what I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, really?
All right, next song. No, let's try it.
No,
Fuck that. Let's try it.
we just did.
I want everybody to hear it.
Well, everybody fucking did hear it, so it's great.
Did everybody hear it?
I heard it.
I heard it at the end, yeah.
I didn't pay attention. There you go. Good enough. Let's do it again.
Let's just try. Okay, let's just
Fuck
try.
you.
Let's do it again. One fucking chorus.
Let's just try it one more time.
Hey,
Do
all
it.
right.
We'll
You
all
can
pay
build your fucking
attention.
sandbox after.
We'll all pay attention, then we can move on.
One song again.
Huh?
Just the chorus.
Chorus,
Just the chorus, but the second time do the pick whatever crap.
Could do it faster.
Let me fix up my click because you know everything's fucked up now.
Do whatever you need to do, man.
Lord above.
Gene.
Hang on. Well, you can start without me. Go. Here's what I would say as a drummer myself. The whole way through is kind of shitty. That it's just there's too
That's
much.
what he wants.
It's
No,
like
the second
I'll
pass.
see you again without
That's what he
the
wants.
chains. Psh, and it started there, and there was just like two of them, and then I think that might.
Yeah, but why?
I just think
I'm just saying.
Why? There's no fucking reason for it.
It just
reason
no.
is-
It's a build. It's just
is it
building
because-
towards the next part. It's just like a little accent. Like, fuck, we're listening to Neil Peart, fucking Tom Sawyer. He's accenting all over the place when there's no actual accents in the music, so it's doable. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying you have to do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if that idea were to work, I think better. That's how it should be.
I just find when I hear it,
Or you could just play the
after
next
the
song.
first pass of that chorus, we're basically, essentially, whether you guys realize it or not, we're doing.
If
Do
you're
you
gonna-
want
if
to
you're not
see
gonna
how
think
much
about
weight
it and you're
I'm
gonna
putting?
like put a bit of weight on it and you
I'm
crack
not-
the fucking shell,
Bob,
it's worthless.
I'll tell you what. If I crack the shell, I'll buy you no problem. Promise.
Shake on it. Fucking shake on it. You have to. We're all witnesses, right?
Zero weight.
Yeah, we're all witnesses.
It's on camera,
This
bro.
is what I do. This is what I do. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even like. I'm not leaning. I'm
No
not
pushing
like.
off of it.
What?
No pushing off.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Let's play the next song, which is.
Bill.
Now, time to prepare for a show at the Catacombs.
You take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The bugle sounds, the charge begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of acrid smoking horse's breath as I plunge into certain death.
How would you describe heavy metal to someone who has no idea what type of music this is?
I would describe it to them by saying it's just like any other kind of music, except pretty much it's on steroids.
I would say that heavy metal is the most powerful, fastest, most intense, and for me, visceral experience, I think is the word.
It's probably the most powerful and most passionate form of music, in my opinion.
Le heavy metal, vraiment, c'est vraiment, moi pour moi en tout cas, c'est vraiment une façon de s'exprimer, tout ça, puis c'est vraiment tout est comme d'un couille, vraiment, là, ça prend des balles, là, c'est comme tout ce que t'as en dedans, c'est le temps de le sortir, là, tu sais, le heavy metal, c'est vraiment très énergétique.
Dio, like, grandfather of heavy metal, I think I'd have to put Dio's name out there. Rainbow, then with Black Sabbath. I'm not being very original right there.
I guess I might say Sabbath.
Bands, just like Josh mentioned earlier, bands like Black Sabbath, who were around way back in the 60s, playing music that nobody had heard before. In the 70s, you had bands like Judas Priest.
I'm going to be completely unoriginal, just like the other guys that say Black Sabbath, but I mean, really, I think every metal band pretty much owes a little bit to Black Sabbath, no matter what the genres. Within heavy metal, it's very vast. Obviously, it comes from a vast history of rock and roll and blues and R&B, really at its origin. And since then has kind of branched out a lot, and there's many different styles, but I think pretty much every band owes a lot to Black Sabbath.
I think three bands that kind of made like a huge impact back in the early 70s, which were Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, and Black Sabbath.
Ben c'est sûr, comme mes chums, je peux pas passer à côté de Black Sabbath, tu sais, vraiment si on part vraiment dans les débuts 70, là. Puis après ça, il a suivi, tu sais, Diamond Head, puis tout ça, puis qui a dévié un petit peu vers le thrash, tout ça, mais tu sais, Judas Priest, c'est vraiment important, là. Iron Maiden, Saxon, les groupes britanniques, vraiment, le power metal, tout ça.
Well,
Really.
coincidentally, Metallica's Ride the Lightning, and I guess, Fight Fire with Fire, I remember thinking, is probably the most evil, hardest, quickest, hard-hitting thing I ever heard. It actually kind of scared me. I actually remember feeling a little guilty for having listened to it. I remember actually thinking this is I'm kind of a bad kid for kind of digging this.
A couple songs from the Metallica Black Album, then.
I think it's probably when my brother brought home a Saxon record, and it had a song on it called 20,000 Feet. And that was the first time I ever heard a drum kit with two kick drums having one after the other. And I thought that was one of the most exciting things I've ever heard in my life.
Very first metal song I can remember is We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. And I remember seeing the video, and it scared the fucking shit out of me. Just creepy, big, muscular, hairy guys painted up like hoary women was just, I was about 4 or 5. It was pretty scary. But there was still something kind of interesting in that kind of tickled my ear a little bit.
And I was actually really late in discovering heavy metal. I think the first band that that really marked me was probably Nirvana.
I played in a country band. I like country music and bluegrass, and so I listen to anything. And I guess some of my guilty pleasures might be 90s dance music. I could probably not leave that in there.
Thinking back to early-
My real guilty pleasure is ABBA. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, Josh already took ABBA. So before I started playing heavy metal in a band, I basically played pretty much every kind of music that there is as a musician. So maybe heavy metal was the last one that I hadn't done yet. But I love Electric Light Orchestra, Jeff Lynne. I'm a huge fan of Brian Wilson.
I listen to country, folk music, pretty much anything that'll just kind of be interesting and tickle my ear. As a joke, I don't know if some of you mentioned ABBA as a joke. I don't think Josh did. I think Josh is serious. But I would even probably throw ABBA in there too for some interesting songwriting and vocal harmonies.
I'm a very big fan of progressive rock from the early 70s. I also like old 60s R&B. I like old rock and roll. I'm a huge Beatles fan. I mean, anything that goes to the kind of like the original base of rock and roll, I guess you could say I can go all the way there. I also love some jazz and some classical music too.
Le vieux disco des années 70, j'aime beaucoup. Ça me rappelle des souvenirs de mes parents qui dansaient dans le salon, tout ça. Puis dans ce temps-là, le disco, c'était pas comme aujourd'hui, c'était des vrais musiciens. C'était vraiment Donna Summer, tout ça, des hot stuff, des bons fils de guitare, des bons musiciens, du bon drum. Pas des machines.
There's one thing people don't know or ignore about being in a metal band.
The level of work it takes, the level of commitment, the hours we put in. I've always liked to describe it kind of like an iceberg, where most people see the tip of the iceberg, but they don't see the big chunk kind of floating underneath that supports kind of what you see. Most people, when they think of a band, they probably think of going to a show and seeing someone play for half an hour or 45 minutes, and that's probably 0.01% of the work we actually put in. The show is kind of the final result. It's very short and sweet and fun. But there's a lot of work that goes with that. Loading in, loading out, practicing here, once, twice, 3 times a week if need be. Obviously, the other guys mentioned we'd like to practice more if we could, but we all have day jobs. So working around, again, 6 people schedule as well is daunting, but I mean, we get it done.
Technique behind this. These guys are working so hard developing amazing technique, and people that are out of that picture and don't know nothing about metal or don't really listen to metal, they're just gonna hear all this as a guy that's screaming its head off and guitars that you can't hear nothing of what's going on, but behind this there's so much more, man.
If you had to describe your time with MadParish in 3 words, what would it be?
What are we up to now? 4? 5 long years.
Frickin' hard, dude.
One wild ride.
Excellent.
Ok, on va y aller.
Fantastique.
On va y aller 3 voyelles.
Pretty badass, man. That's 4 words.
4. You got the man.
I'll cut out
Okay, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
I'll cut out the man.
Far too long.
time to go back to the jam space and unload after the show.
I'm alive in here, so alive in here. Pull it down a little piece. I'm up and wide in here, slow to rise in here. Saving grace and killing me. You say this only makes me incomplete. I'm cancelled out and rendered obsolete. Tell the mad chameleon he's not welcome anymore. I know what I'm looking for. Somewhere.
Josh is bringing stuff out.
Yeah, you know what?
Get that on camera.
Get footage of this.
Get
because
that on camera. That's gonna be worth something.
Hey, this is Renault from Colony. Hi, I hope you have a good night tonight. So now we're just loading the stock for all the bands.
I
This is MadParish.
actually don't know really what to do at this point.
And this is Colony right there, right over there. You know? Colony, yeah. I have a more beautiful car than him.
Yeah.
You see, my car is black on there. And I look maybe a little bit weird, but I'm drunk. I'm drunk, yeah. Hi, everybody. Rock on.
Times and I won't learn. Show me someone innocent. I'll show you there's no proof. I may be gone, but I'm no fool. I'm not close. I'm not safe. I don't know. Am I better off in chains? The one is not aware. So stay away from me. I'm just too young to care. I need somewhere close, somewhere safe, somewhere I know I'll never live in chains. The one is now aware, so stay away from me. I'm just too young to care.
That music, I'd be useless.
I'd be dead, man. Dead. I wouldn't feel alive.
Unhappy.
Way less happy.
Vraiment malheureux.
Fill in the blank. Without music, I'd be.
Lumberjack.
Good job.
Strung inside, every stitch melting closer to the light. Stay must reverse this.